try to understand about the miscellaneous operators that are available for us in the C# language. Okay, I'll focus on the miscellaneous operators. So look, what are the miscellaneous operators? Size of, type of, is, as, and this is a conditional operator only. This is also a conditional operator, and this is a Colli's operator. Okay, what is the use of these operators will tell. Okay, remaining all operators you know basically. So I'll focus on these miscellaneous operators here. Okay, so have a look, guys. I'm writing a program, operators demo. Class now I'm just going to write a method. I'm going to do one thing. What's it? If I say int I is equals to 100, and then if I say console dot write line, I want to know I is which type. How do you know? I dot. We already know that the get type will tell you the type of I. What is the output? System dot int 32. System dot int 32. So we get the type of I. So the get type method is called on what? On the variable. We call the get type method on the variable. We call it on the variable. Guys, I want to know the type of int. I want to know the type of int. This sounds confusing. Sir, what is it knowing the type of int? That is int only na? Array, int is the C# name. I want to know the IL name now. Did you catch my point? Array, int is the C# name. Yeah, what I want to know? IL name. What is the IL name? System dot int 32, right? IL name is system dot int 32. Remember that now? I want to know that name. Then we'll go for using the type of operator. And for a type of, we don't pass variable. What we pass, type name. The difference between get type is, we call get type on the variable, but we don't call get type on the variable. We call type of on the type directly. Type of int. What it will tell you? The IL name of int now. Okay? So watch it. Operators demo.cs. I dot get type also is telling the same thing only. And the second one, what is that? Type of also is telling the same thing only. Okay, I don't want this, guys. I just only use console dot write line, type of float. Remember the type name of float? System dot. Read here. Once you go home, you should read back again. Single. System dot single. Tell me. System dot boolean, not double. Why double? Why double? Yeah, boolean. That is a boolean. System dot boolean. System dot int 32. System dot single. System dot boolean. Understood the difference between get type and type of? Get type is called on a variable, but type of is called on the type only. We just call it directly on the type itself. Okay? Type of, and we just pass the type name there. Okay? And second operator. The second operator is size of. Array, nothing to explain about size of here. Already I said you the size of every type to you na. You can verify if you want. What is the size of int? 4 bytes. Size of. Size of float? 4 bytes only. Float is also 4 bytes only. I'll say double. 8 bytes. Double is 8 bytes. Boolean? 1 byte. Boolean is 1 byte. 4 bytes, 8 bytes, 1 byte. Okay. I already listed you all these things. If you want to clarify, if you want a confirmation, you can just call size of and you can verify. You cannot call size of on reference types. You can call size of on only on value types. You can call size of only on value types. You cannot call size of on reference type. On reference type, size of cannot be called. It can be called only on the value types. Okay. Yeah. So that is what size of is. Next, what is the next one? Is operator. Is operator. What is operator is? Listen, guys. Is operator is for performing a type conversion. Type comparison. Is for performing a type comparison. What is the type comparison? Look at this, all of you. Double D is equals to 34.56. So double is a value type. It is a value type. Now here I am writing object obj is equals to D. Valid now? Yes or not? Boxing. And nothing but boxing. Okay. Now tell me one thing. Obj is which type? Listen carefully. D is which type? Double. Obj is which type? Let us check it out. Huh? Let's check it out. How to check? Get type. Get type will tell you now. Console dot right line obj dot get type. Obj dot get type. Okay. Did you notice what is the output? Output is not object. What you got? Double. Why? It is internally holding a double in it, guys. Don't forget. Are you clear? What's it internally holding? Double. It is holding a double. That's why when I call get type, it did not tell you as object. What it is telling you? The method, the thing is, it's going to be a double. Are you clearer? Understood? Okay. So what you assign, it will tell you that type name. It won't tell you what you assigned. It will tell you that type name. It won't tell you the original object. It won't tell you. It will tell you double only. It is going to tell you it as a double type, not as object type. Okay. Now, guys, listen. I want to compare this value now. I want to compare this value with another value. How do you do comparison? If D is equals to 34.56. Sorry. If D is equals to 34.56, or otherwise you can say if OTJ is equals to 34.56. Are you clear? Yes or not? So equality operator. By using the equality operator, what do you compare? Compare the values. By using the equality operator, what do you compare? Values. But I want to compare the types, guys, not the value. I don't want value comparison. What do I want to do? Type comparison. Are you clear what I'm telling you? I want to do what? Type comparison. Okay, in that scenario, we cannot say OTJ is equals to double. You can't do that. Equal to means again what will you take now? Value comparison, not a type comparison. When you want to do type comparison, you are required to use the is operator. Understand here, simple English that is. Read that statement. If OTJ is double, simple English now. Are you clear? Equal to operator will do what comparison? Value comparison. Is operator will do what comparison? Type comparison, not the value comparison. If your intention is to do value comparison, use equality operator. If your intention is to use a type comparison, use the is operator. Is double. Okay, is it double or not? Tell me. Console dot right line value in OBJ is of type double. Okay, else is of type Unknown. Don't know what is that. Are you there? 8 point. Tell me here. No one is responding. You're putting lazy faces. Be active, yeah. You're 20s only, na? Or 50s and 60s. Be active. You because of laziness, your laziness. I'm feeling laziness in the classroom. Be active, yeah. Shall I tell you like your drowsy faces? I too will teach like that only. You will sleep finally. Be active first. Understood? What are you doing? Performing a type comparison, not a value comparison. It's just going to be a type comparison, what you're performing in this context now. That's what exactly the is operator is about. What is the output here? Go on, guess the output. What will be printed? Value in obj is of type unknown or double? Is of type double. Is it clear? Okay. So like this, we just go for using is operator for type comparisons. Tomorrow, if at all you just wanted to know what is the original value in the type comparison there. Okay now? Next, as. What is as? Next operator is as operator. As operator, nothing here. Actually, I want to convert something like this. Watch this. Object value is equals to hello. Value is which type? String type. Assigning to object. I'm assigning to an object. Are you clear? Now, I want to convert this back into string again. I want to convert this back into string again. I want to convert this value back into string again. Understood me or not? So this is string only, but present in which format? Object format. See, yesterday say integer only, present in string format. So can I do additions? No. Can I do subtractions? No. Same way, this is string only, but present in, I want to do conversion back into string again. How to convert? Variety of options are available to convert for you. Already 2 options I explained, you remember? See now, string S1 is equals to convert dot to string of, will do the conversion. Is it clear all of you? This will do the conversion for you. Okay. Second option, string S2 is equals to value dot. See that simple English, to string. I'm asking to convert to string now. Are you clear? This is one way you can do a conversion. Okay. Next, string S3 is equals to, do you remember you learned in your C language? We call this as typecasting. We learned about this third option in the C language. I want to convert a float into integer. How do you write? Intf. And we just do the conversion. This is also the same. That is another way of conversion. Okay. And you can do a conversion like this also. What you know? Value as. So what is as operator? As operator is used for performing a type conversion. What is that? Type conversion. You can convert from one type to another type. Is operator type comparison, as operator type conversion. All the 4 are valid, guys. All the 4 are valid. I am not printing anything on the screen, but compile it. If any wrong is there, I should get a compile time error. I did not get anything at all. See, I am writing to string s lowercase. If any mistake is there, compile time error should come. No error came means that is valid. Now you got the error. Why? S is capital now. That's why. Now I corrected it. So this is indication for you. What? All are valid. All options are valid. N number of ways are there to convert. But when to use what, sir? We will understand about that going forward. Going forward, I'll tell you when to use what are the drawback in the other things. We'll understand about going forward. Okay, don't bother about it. But first understand, all these are conversion mechanisms only. Are you clearer or not? Okay. This is much simple and readable comparatively. Simple English. What is that? I'm converting value as string. Are you clear? I'm comparing. See, I'm comparing is a double or not. I'm converting this as a string. So that is the is operator and this is the as operator. Is operator for type comparison. As operator for type conversion. Type comparison, type conversion. What next? There's a conditional operator, guys. Question mark and colon. Question mark and colon. That's a conditional operator. What is that? Look, all of you. Parse method is available only in value types. I said you know. String is a value type or reference type. Yesterday I said you one thing clearly. Parse is a method that is present in all value types. Yes or not? String is a value type or reference type? Reference type, so you don't have a parse method. Mr. Rama, are you clear? Parse will not be in the string. Okay, parse is available only in value types, not in the reference types. Okay, guys, observe this one. Int I is equals to 100. Int I is equals to 100. Now I am writing if I double equals to 100, console dot write line, hello India. Else, hello world. Now tell me, guys, what is the output? Louder. Hello India. The output is hello India. Why? I is 100. I is declared as 100. Now you're comparing. Is I 100 or not? Yes, if I is 100, the output is hello India. Yeah. Okay, but see, to do this, you have written 4 lines of code. Right, to perform this task, you have written 4 lines of code. Yes or not? If I is equals to 100, next line console dot write line, again console dot write. So 4 lines of code you have written for doing a simple comparison. For doing a simple comparison, we are writing 4 different lines of code. You know this, I don't require to give an explanation. That's a simple if condition. And simple English also. If, do this, otherwise, do this. Okay? So you can simplify the code like this here. Watch it. Console dot write line. In the console dot write line, I'm writing what? I double equals to 100. I double equals to 100. Question mark. Hello India. Colon. Hello world. Save it, compile it, execute it. Got the same expected result? Yes or not? Change it and do it again. Can you repeat once complete class? Am I a fool here to repeat your complete class? You come late. Already 15-20 minutes you started the class and you asked me to repeat the complete class again. See? Are you clear? Okay. So that's what. So code executing or not? So what is this now? What is this? Just watch. Look. If you just look at this particular thing, it's a conditional operator checking. Basically, the syntax goes like this. A, question mark, B, colon, C. What is A? A is a condition. Say I is equals to 100 is a condition now. Are you clear? Next, what is B? What is that? True expression. If the condition true, this code should execute. What is true expression? Hello India. Okay. Next, what is C? false expression. So if the condition false, what should execute? Hello world. So now your statement came to single line now. Without writing if I is equals to another console dot write line else console dot write line. See now you're writing the code simply in one single statement now. Are you clearer? So that is what a conditional operator basically. It's a ternary operator. It is a ternary operator. Unary operator means we use it on one operand. A unary operator means we use it on one operand, only one operand. What is that? I plus plus, I minus minus. These are unary operators. It's a ternary operator. We use it on three operands. So what are the three operands here? A, B, C are the three operands now. A is condition, B is true expression, C is false expression. So what we call them is ternary operator. It's a conditional operator. It's a conditional ternary operator. Are you clear? It is a conditional ternary operator. That's what exactly it is going to be. Okay. Fine. Finally, we have one more operator, guys. That is Colli's operator. This is called as a Colli's operator. Double question mark. Colli's. Watch it, all of you. What is that Colli's operator is? What is that Colli's is? Listen. String country1 is equals to null, comma, country2 is equals to null, country3 is equals to null. Okay, three strings are declared here, all three are null. You know already strings are nullable, you can say null. Not only strings, value types are also nullable now. From .NET 2.2, value types are also nullable. How to declare them? You need to suffix a question mark and declare them. Nullable value types, you already learned it in the previous day. Okay, so now I declared three strings here. Next, look, console dot write line, country1, question mark, country2, question mark, country3. Not only three, guys, you can give three value, minimum two, maximum n number of values you can give like this. What happens? I'll tell you. Did you understand how to use the operator? Minimum two here, country1, question mark, country. Maximum n. So afterward again, question mark, country4, question mark, country5, like this you can give any number of values. What it does? It returns the first not null value in the list. It returns the first not null value in the list. Right now all the three are null only now. Right now all the three are null. So what is the result? Null only. Null only will be the result. Okay, watch. See, all of you notice it. After hello world, we have a line break and afterwards command prompt came, right? Concentrate on that. Oh, somewhere I forgot a semicolon. Sorry guys, I forgot a semicolon here. You see now, null value printed. Why? You have two line breaks, see now. Printed you. What printed? Null, empty. So actually got two line breaks. Notice it? So what it returns you? The first not null value. But right now all the three are null only. So what is it returning is null only. But suppose you guys notice it. Country3 is equals to Australia. Country3 is equals to Australia. Now tell me what is the result? The first not null value is Australia now. Means country3 gets printed. What is printed? Country3. That is nothing but Australia. See guys, first time line break printed, see there, empty string. Next, Australia. Now guys, watch. Country2 is equals to America. Okay, now tell me what is the first not null value in the list now? Country2. The first not null value is country2 now. So now the output will be America. Are you clear? Okay, first time line break here, second time Australia, third time America. Now I will say country 1 is equals to India. What is the output? What is the output? What is the first notional value? Country 1. Not India here. Country 1. The first notional value is country 1. So country 1 is India. That will be the result. Spelling mistake. You can watch. Did you understand about the question mark operator? What we call it? Police operator. The operator is called as a police operator. What it returns? The first notional value from the list. I will take values simultaneously. Did not understand your question. What do you mean by taking values simultaneously? We'll check them in the sequence here. See, it will compare each and every value. First it will check this. It is not null. Then it went to the next now. It will directly return that value. No, this is null. Then it goes to next one. This is not null. Then stops there. No, this is also null. Then it goes to this is not null. Then stops there. This is also null. No other value. So finally what will come? Null will come. Did you understand, Anita? Yeah, these are the miscellaneous operators what we generally have in the language. Okay, so the miscellaneous operators are what I just been listed for you. Next, the next topic, guys, the next thing what we are going to talk right now is about conditional statements in the language. What's it? Conditional statements in the language. So what is a conditional statement? I'm just asking a general definition. What is a conditional statement? Dauda, if the condition is true, then it will false. We're talking about if condition, huh? Ask a general definition, guys. A block of code which executes based on a condition is called as conditional statement. That is the definition. First, understand what is a conditional statement. You are talking about if condition. I did not ask you what is the if condition. What did I ask you? What is a conditional statement? A block of code that executes based on a condition is what we call as a conditional statement. Is it clear, all of you? What is that? A block of code which executes based on a condition is called as conditional statement. These are divided into two categories. These are divided into two categories. What are the two categories? Conditional branching, conditional looping. So what is this? Conditional branching. Second one is conditional looping. What is conditional branching? Conditional branching means you'll have multiple blocks of code. Conditional branching means you'll have multiple blocks of code, but only one block of code will be executed. Example, if condition here, if, else if, else if, else if, else, you write so many things, but will all blocks execute one block? One. You write case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, default, will all the blocks execute or only one block? That's called conditional branching. Conditional branching means you will have multiple blocks of code, but only one single block of code will be executed, and that's called as conditional branching statement. Second one, what is the second one? Conditional looping. Conditional looping. What is conditional looping? Conditional looping means it's going to be reverse like. Here we have one block only, but execute multiple times. Alright, first one multiple blocks, executes only one, but here one block executes multiple times. That's loops. What comes under this? For loop, while loop, do while loop, you know, conditional branching, what will come? If condition, switch case. If means else if, again a part of that only, again no need to tell. If and switch case. Loops, what will come? For loop, while loop, do while loop. You know this three now? C# has fourth loop called for each loop. We'll talk about that. That's a new thing. So for loop, while loop, do while loop, for each loop. So totally 6 conditional statements. Under that 2 comes under branching, 4 comes under looping. What are branching statements? If condition and switch case. These 2 are branching statements. Okay now? And remaining 4 are looping statements actually. Okay, let's try to see condition. A block of code that executes based on a condition is what we call conditional statement. It's a block of code that executes based on a condition. That's what we call as a conditional statement. Watch guys, I'll demonstrate you an example so that it will be clear for you. We'll see how to write a if condition. We'll see how to write a if condition now. Let's just talk about if condition, how to use if condition in the code. Listen, how to use if condition. I want to take 2 numbers from the user. Yesterday we done take 2 numbers from the user, added them now. Today I want to take 2 numbers from the user and I wanted to find out which one is highest. I want to take 2 numbers from the user and find out which one is the highest number. Yeah, first number is highest, second number is highest. That's it. Are you clear? If demo. Using system. Class. If demo. Next. I want to read 2 numbers from the user. Last class I explained you how to read. Remember? Console dot write. Enter first number. And I want the value as a double. I want to read it as a double. How to read? Double D1 is equals to double dot parse. Are you clear? Console.readLine will read the value as a string now. Double dot parse will convert into double now assigned to D1. Already we learned about this in detail in the last session. Next one. Console.write. What? Enter second number. Enter second number. Tell me. Louder. Double D2 is equals to double dot parse console. Oh wow. Console dot read line. Double dot parse console dot read line. Just going to read the value as a double. Is it clear? Now I want to print here which number is highest value. D1 is highest, D2 is highest. That's the requirement. How do you know? If D1 greater than D2, console dot write line. First number is greater than second number. Otherwise, louder yaar. Else, tell me, else. Console dot write line. Second number is greater than first number. Are you clear? Yes or not? Confident? Where did you learn mathematics here? If first number is greater than second number is greater. You record to start scoring again then. They can be equal also. Why you are forgetting that? You're deciding first one not greater, second one is greater, you're deciding after. The chance of being equal also, no? Else if D1 less than D2, then say second number is greater than first. Then else. Else what? Both the given numbers are equal. The third option is they can be equal. So guys, listen all of you. the way you write the if condition is the same like how you written in the C language. There is no difference at all. Syntactically, there is no difference between an if condition at all. You can always observe this. See the syntax. What's it? If condition statements. Single statement can be present or multiple statements can be present. Single or multiple, anything can be present. If single present, curly braces are optional. If multiple present, curly braces are mandatory. See, that's why I highlighted you. Here a statement. Yes, I said you. Statements. If statements come, then what will come? Curly braces also will come. One line, curly braces are optional. More than one line, curly braces are mandatory. No new rules, guys. This is what we learned in C also. Else if, same again. Like this, you can have multiple else ifs. Finally, else statements. See, curly braces are optional if the conditional block contains single statement in it, or else it is mandatory. Optional or mandatory. Okay. So one line is optional, more than one line mandatory. So now tell me, guys, is there any difference? How did you write an if condition in C language and C sharp? Why I said you C sharp is derived from C language. The basic fundamentals of the C language are the same thing in C sharp also. Even not only that one, data types, variables, all these things are same in C also. Some extra data types came, but int, float, char, all this we learned in C also, na? Yes or not? So what is new? Some few data types came newly, like GUID, date time, object, string. Okay, these are something that came newly. Otherwise, the data types are same. Second thing is conditional statements. So these are also same like our C language. Okay, no difference at all. Come on, let's compile, execute and watch. If demo.cs. Oh, era. That's a string only now. So even though you write wrong also, code will be compiled off. But okay, good. If demo. Enter first number. I'm entering 12.87. Second number 87.16. Second number is greater. First number is greater. Is it clear? Understood? So nothing to talk about if condition. The if condition syntax is exactly same as the if condition what we learned in our C language. So there is nothing new for you to explain about the if condition here. Okay. What is the second thing, guys? Switch case. The second thing is switch case. How do you write switch case? All of you look. This is the syntax to switch case. Switch. Here what do we write? An expression or some value we write here. Next case, value, statements break. Like this we'll write multiple case blocks. Then default statements break. Look at the syntax, all of you carefully. Look at the syntax and tell me, is there any difference in the syntax between your old C language and C sharp? I'm giving a hint to you. Yes, there is a difference. Find out. After default, statements will be present, not after default. Yeah, in C also we have. Yeah, break, guys, not statements, break. In C language, we don't write break after default. In C language, we don't write break after default. But in C sharp, there will be a break after default also. That is the only difference here. This only I said yesterday. I am not going to teach you what is an if conditional switch case. Some changes are there. Let me tell you, explain you the changes I said you, that's all. So here, we are not going to have a break after default in C language, but in C sharp, break should be there. What is our break statement? Break is a jump statement. Break is a jump statement. Means after executing the code, jump out. After executing the code, jump out. That's the meaning of the break actually. So when I say break here, say it is just going to jump out from there. Basically, how a switch case execute? How does the switch case execute? Basically, first this expression is evaluated here. Listen, first this expression is evaluated. Some value comes. Some value comes. Now the value will be compared with the value here. They are matching. If they are matching, executes the statements. And a break immediately jumps out. Why? One block only should be executed. That is the concept. How many? One block. No, sir, not matching. Not matching up. Compares with second case. Matching. Executes, jumps out. Otherwise, compares with next case, not matching with any case. Then comes to default. Then comes to default. What happens here? Executes. Compulsory now? For default, no need to check now. Default is like else. Default is like else. Executes the code. Break. Again, jumps out. Again, it is going to jump out from this one. Very simple here. Execution of a switch case is exactly same as attendance in a classroom. The execution of the switch case is exactly same as attendance in the classroom. Recollect the attendance process in our school days. Teacher calls number 1. Immediately the student with the number responds. Yes or not? Same way. So here student number will come now. And this is the student. We're matching that student response now. If no student is responding, what is the meaning? Absent. Either the student is absent or wrong number. 30 students are there here, 1 to 30. I call 35. No one is there. Are you clear? When no one is there, it will go to your default. It just goes to the default. So this is also same only. Exactly same as attendance in a classroom. That's all. Watch it. I'll show you the same example to you. Switch demo. Switch demo.cs. Using system class switch demo static void main console dot write line. What? Enter student number. Enter student number. See guys, when I say enter student number, you can enter any number. But I want to set some boundaries. I want to set some boundaries. You can enter a number. Suppose there are 30 students in the classroom. 1 to 30. You can enter a number only 1 to 30. So 30 I am not taking. I am just taking 1 to 5. Enter any number between 1 to 5. Next, int yes number is equals to int dot parse of. Now the user entered number, I am passing to yes number now. Next, switch. Switch what? Yes number. Now tell me, what are possible chances to get a value in S number? 1 to 5. The possible chances are 1 to 5. Okay. So see now, suppose they entered 1. Then what? Case 1. Console dot write line. What? Student 1 is present. Afterwards, break. Afterwards, a break statement. Okay now? Now copy the same. Case 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. If I enter any number other than 1 to 5, if I enter anything other than 1 to 5, I need to tell the user this is wrong. Yes or not. Then we go for default. Default. Console dot write line. What? No student exists with the given number. No student exists with a given number. Finally, this break will transfer the control outside basically. For that reason, we use a break. It's a jump statement. We call it as a jump statement. What it will do? Transfers the control directly outside. That's the use of the break statement. So break. So observe it all of you. CSC switch demo.cs. Oh. Switch demo. Oh, I use the right line, huh? Yeah. Last class I said your right line is input is taken on the next line. So here also the same thing happening. Input is taken on the next line. Recompile once. Three. Whatever you enter, it will print you now. 6. Are you clear? The best example of switch case is your attendance in a classroom. That's all. What number the teacher calls, the student will respond to you. Switch case is also same process of execution. Are you clear with both the two things? What are the two? If condition, switch case. If and switch case are the two things what we just have. Okay now. What next? These two are the two conditional branching statements what we have. First one is if, second one is switch case. Okay, just a minute, all of you. Read this once. Read it. It's a block of code that executes based on a condition and then divided into two categories. First one, second one, conditional looping. First one is conditional branching and the second one is conditional looping. Next, conditional branching. These statements allows us to branch the code depending on whether certain conditions are met or not. C# has two constructs for branching code. First one, the if statement, which allows us to test whether a specific condition is met or not. Whether a specific condition is met or not. And second one is the switch statement, which allows us to compare an expression with a number of different values. We are comparing an expression with a number of different values in this case. Are you clear? So these are the two conditional branching statements what we have. What next? Conditional loops. The next thing is conditional loops. Yeah, have a look. Read. Twitter provides 4 different, louder, which allows us to execute a block of code repeatedly until a certain condition is met. And those are, what are those? For loop, for each loop. For loop, while loop, do while loop, and for each loop. So you know the first 3 loops. For loop, while loop, and do while loop. What is loop while is? For each loop. Okay, we'll talk about it. But whatever it is, remember guys, every loop requires 3 things to execute. Every loop requires 3 things to run. What are the 3? Initialization, condition, third one, not increment, decrement, iteration. Don't say increment or decrement. What do you say? Iteration. First one is initialization. Second one, the condition. Third one, iteration. What is initialization? Initialization will basically set the starting point for the loop. Initialization will set the starting point from where the loop has to start. Condition will decide the ending point of the loop, where the loop should end. Condition decides what? Ending point of the loop, where the loop should end. Third one, iteration. Iteration will take you to the next level of the cycle, either in a forward or a backward direction. That's what we call iteration. Takes you to the next level of the cycle, either forward or backward. That's what we call iteration. Understood? These three things are mandatory for every loop. Every loop requires these three things for sure. Without these three, a loop cannot run. Read that. First one, what did it do? Starting point of the loop. Second one, this decides when the loop has to end. Condition will tell you when the loop should end. Third one, iteration. This will take you to the next level. Basically, a loop is a cycling process. A loop is a, so if you want to go to the next level, you need to go for using the iteration part. So iteration will take you to the next level, either in a forward or a backward direction. Either it takes you in the forward direction or either it takes you in the backward direction. Anyway, it takes you. So that's the three things what we have for every loop, that is initialization, condition, and the iteration part. Okay, now? Okay, fine. What next? Okay. Yeah, the three loops, four loops. First loop is for loop. The syntax of the for loop is as same as the syntax what we learned in the C language, guys. You can have a look. No changes. How do you write? For initializer, condition, iteration. Afterwards, and is an example for you for printing from 1 to 100. Okay. Code for printing from 1 to 100. You can see this is the code for printing from 1 to 100. So I is equals to 1 initialization. I less than or equal to 100 condition. I plus plus iteration. Okay now? So console.write line I. What did it print you? 1 to 100. Can you write this code? Just like I opened a program called if demo switch demo. Can you open a program called for demo? Write the main and test the code. I'm giving you the task to you. You do it. I'm not showing you. Are you clear? Write a small program. Name it as for demo. Main, you know, in the main, put the diff for loop now. It will print you from 1 to 100. Next one, while loop. Next one is while loop. So if you see the while loop, the syntax of the while loop is also same. What's it? While, condition, curly braces, then you go for statements. While condition statements. And this is an example code, guys. Watch it. Sorry. Look at this. Now also printing from 1 to 100 only. Watch it. Initialization. Iteration. Now also output will be 1 to 100. 1 to 100. Okay. So this is the while loop. No difference. Next one. Do while loop. Now also I am showing the same only. Now also I am showing you the same thing only. What is that? Do while loop. It's a do while loop. How do you write? Do statements while condition. See now, initialization. Do iteration. Condition. All three will be present here. The location may be varying, that's all. But everything will be present here and there. Answer a question. Is there any difference? Is there any difference in the execution of for loop and while loop? Come on, fast. Is there any difference in the execution between for loop and while loop? Yes or no? Yes, no? What is the difference? First execution? Wrong answer. I asked you for loop and while loop. You went to do while loop. What did I ask? Is there any difference in execution between for loop and while loop? That is my question. Are you clear? Okay. Basically, there is no difference in execution between for and while. For and while executes in the same way. I repeat, there is no difference in execution between for and while. Both of them will execute in the same way. Both of them will check the condition, and if the condition satisfies only, they will enter into the loop. See, tomorrow the question can be asked in interviews like this. Any difference in execution between for and while? No difference. Now, what about, yes, we need to put for and while one side, both will be same, and do while in the other side. So we differentiate them for and while one side, both are same only. On the other side, what we have? Do while. So what is the difference between this do while and the for while? Now tell me. Execution first, afterwards means executes for all the 100 times. Then this is another important question in interviews. If you're asked what is the difference between for loop, do while loop, or while loop, do while loop, what is the answer? Listen carefully. The minimum number of executions in case of a do while loop is 1. Understand the answer. The minimum number of executions in case of a do while loop is 1. Why? Because the loop executes even if the condition is wrong. The loop executes even if the condition is wrong, because condition check is performed in the end, not in the start. See the code. Where is your condition? Bottom. Now here I am giving I is equals to 101. Condition false or true? Condition false, but still you will get the output for once. First you will print you 101. After printing 101, it will become 102. Okay, then it will check the condition and stops there. One time executed or not? So what is the minimum number of executions? 1. The minimum number of executions in case of a do while loop is 1. Okay. So irrespective of the condition, this is going to run the code for one time. Irrespective of the condition, this is going to run the code for one time. Then what about for loop and while loop? The minimum number of executions in case of for and while is 0. For and while is 0. Why so? Both of them will start the execution only if the given condition is satisfied. Both of them will start the execution only if the given condition is satisfied. If you give a wrong condition, the code won't execute. Watch guys. I is equals to 101. Will the loop run? No. Why? Starting, you'll check the condition 101. Less than or equal to 100, false. So loop will not start the execution now. Got it, huh? Yes or not? Okay, loop is not going to start the execution in this case. Now come here. Here also, I am writing I is equals to 100. Loop will not start the execution at all. Are you clear? So tomorrow if you are asked what is the difference between for and while, what is the answer? No difference. Syntactically both are written in a different style, but behavior wise both are same. If you ask what is the difference between compare with a do while, what is the difference? Now your answer should be about the minimum number of executions now. Read it. The minimum number of executions in case of a for loop and a while loop are 0. Because in both these cases, the loop starts its execution only when the given condition is satisfied. Whereas the minimum number of executions in case of do while loop is 1. Because in this case, after executing the loop for first time, then only it will check for the condition to continue the loop. Means first time without any condition to execute, guys. I'll tell you the best example for this. Today, they blocked this option, but earlier guys, if you look at the ATM machines in the earlier days, the ATM machines in the earlier days have a provision of doing multiple transactions. The ATM machines in the earlier days have a provision of doing multiple transactions. Yes, guys, when ATM machines are introduced in the India, when ATM machines are introduced in India, there is a provision for doing multiple transactions. How many transactions? More than one transaction can be done. How? You swipe your card, it opens the menu. You swipe your card and enter the PIN number. Yeah, you insert the card, enter the PIN number. Menu opens. You do one transaction now. After completing the transaction, in the last it used to ask. What it used to ask? Do you wish to continue? Do you wish to continue? Yes or no? If I say no, stops there. Yes. Again the menu opens and again I can continue now. I want to withdraw 5,000 rupees from my account. Sorry, I want to withdraw 50,000 rupees from my account. I wanted to withdraw 50,000 rupees from my account. Okay, this is my requirement. Right now there are only 500 rupees notes in the machine now. And the machine can, you know that every machine can dispense only 40 notes at a time now. More than 40 you can get. How many? Only 40 it can dispense. More than 40 it cannot dispense. Okay now? So 50,000 you want to withdraw means you are required to do 3 transactions now. Today see, what is the process today? You swipe the card, enter the PIN number, withdraw 20,000. Again swipe the card, again enter the PIN number, again withdraw. You are required to swipe your card, enter the PIN number 3 times. Yes or not? Because today ATM machines support only single transaction. They don't support multiple transactions. Single transaction only supported. Security reasons they blocked it. Okay, but earlier when ATM machines came now, their multi-transaction option is available. Once you swipe the card, withdraw 20,000. Again the menu again it has to show me, do you wish to continue? Yes. Menu will open. Again I can click on withdraw. Again I can withdraw 20,000 again. Again menu will open. Sorry, again it will ask me, do you wish to continue? Yes. Again menu will open. I withdraw 10,000. 50,000 withdrawn. Finally it will ask you again, wish to continue? No. Now the transaction aborts and the card comes out. Did you understand my point? Now tell me, is the first transaction guaranteed or optional? Is the first transaction guaranteed or optional? Louder, yaar. First transaction is guaranteed, not optional. Someone said optional, not optional. You go to ATM machine to enjoy the AC there. Minimum one transaction is guaranteed. Yes or not? Minimum one transaction is guaranteed. Second and third? Second, third are optional. One is guaranteed now. That's why when you swipe the card, enter the PIN number, directly it will open the menu. First time it won't ask me, what is it? Do you wish to continue? I came there to do something only. So no need to ask me, do you wish to continue? Are you clear? You went and sitting on the table, you are in a restaurant. Will the person ask you, did you come to eat breakfast or tiffin, breakfast or lunch now? Why will you come to a restaurant? You have to eat something only. Yes or not? When he will ask you, you completed eating. You completed eating. Then he will ask you, do you want anything else? Yes or not? First time if he comes to you and asks you, do you want anything else? I want something. You did not give me anything at all now. So first transaction is guaranteed. So it won't ask you. From second transaction it is optional. So it will ask you. The best conditional loop there is the do while loop. The best conditional loop I can use in that scenario is do while loop. First time, no condition check. Open the menu. Do the transaction. End of the transaction. Ask me. What? Do you wish to continue? Yes. Again the loop runs. Second time executes. Third time, fourth time, like this you can execute for multiple times. Are you clear? So that type of scenarios, when you do that type of scenarios, when you come across that type of scenarios, we'll go for using the do while loop is the best option what we just have. Clearer? Understood the 3 loops? You already know for loop, while loop, do while loop. I only differentiated between them, that's all. Last one. What is the last one? I said you this is a new loop what we have called as for each loop. What is that? For each loop. For each loop. What is for each loop? This is specially designed for accessing values from an array or collection. This is specially designed for accessing values from an array or collection. So that is specially designed for accessing values from array or collection. And the syntax will be like this. For each type variable in array name or collection name. And then we write our statements. For each type var variable in array name, collection name, and then we write the statements. So if you want to understand this, we're required to be having any knowledge on arrays or collections, something we need. Until then we cannot understand. So I given the syntax to you and I said you how, what is the use of that, that's all. Tomorrow guys, I'll teach you arrays. When I teach you arrays in the tomorrow session, I will tell you how to use the for each loop there. Is it clear all of you? Tomorrow I will teach you the for each arrays. There I will teach you how to use the for each loop. Okay, ignore this for today. Tomorrow we'll see how to work with the for each loop. So with this we covered the 4 things. The first one I did not explain you how to use. Tomorrow I'll cleanly explain you how this is used. Okay. Apart from that, do you remember this one? We learned about this also in the C language. So we covered all the 6 conditional statements. If condition, switch case coming under conditional branching, for loop, while loop, for loop, for each loop. I did not see any example on that, but I given the syntax to you. An example, I'll show you. Apart from this, the next topic, guys, do you remember about this one? We learned about jump statements. In C, we learned about this one, jump statements. What are jump statements? These are statements which transfers the control from one line to another line. What's it? Jump statements. What is that? These are statements which transfers the control from one line to another line. They will be simply transferring the control from one line to another line, guys. That's what we call them as jump statements. That's what we call them as jump statements. Okay, these are statements which transfer the control from one line to another line. Okay, and do you remember any jump statements you learned in C? Go to. Just now, today only I said you one jump statement to you break. So basically we have 4 jump statements actually. Go to, break, third one is continue, third one is return. Are you clear? So go to, break, continue, return. All these are the jump statements. What will they do? They are basically used for transferring the control from one line of execution to another line of execution. Okay. So guys, have you just refreshed up? Have you just watched up the videos on C language for this one? This is a new task what I'm giving to you. Now today your job is explore those 4 jump statements. Are you clear? So tomorrow I will explain you, but before that, explore the 4 jump statements. Go to, break, continue, return. Tomorrow you should be in a position to answer. When should I use go to? When should I use break? When should I use continue? When should I use return? Is it clear? Okay, explore the 4 and come to tomorrow's session. Google it here, not only in our videos. Google it, you'll find it now. Jump statements, how to use the jump statements. Just to try to Google it and find out. So tomorrow we'll discuss about them in detail in our tomorrow's class. Okay, let's stop here. We'll meet tomorrow.